The Douglas County Board of Commissioners may approve $500,000 for a nonprofit. The hope is to help keep kids out of trouble.
Community organizers say early intervention is the goal. New tonight, 6 News' Bella Caracta shows us where this grant money would go.
It's a long game, but it's an investment that's really worth making.
The Bridge Family Resource Connector Network hopes to make finding resources for families in the metro easier.
Just really trying to knit together what's already out there.
While there is a vast network of resources for at-risk youth in Douglas County, Executive Director of the Bridge says it can feel disjointed.
It's hard to tell your story once, let alone 2, 3, 4 times. So if we can help alleviate some of that and make this smoother for families, then that's what we hope to do.
Right now, the public privately funded nonprofit has 3 employees, but additional funding awarded by the Douglas County Commissioners would bump that up. They plan to use existing buildings in Omaha, potential partners being the learning community of Douglas and Sarpy counties, schools such as OPS, and community centers. The CEO of the learning community says he'd welcome the partnership, telling 6 News, quote, providing support and services to all young people and families within the learning community of Douglas and Sarpy counties remains a vital need in our community, unquote.
You have to think of the whole system as a spectrum. And we're way over here. We're talking early intervention, prevention.
So kids don't get to hear. Their goal is to set up in 2 centers, one east and one west, by the end of this year. On your side, in Omaha, Bella Caracta, 6 News.
Faye says the Bridge program may expand to help more than 1,200 families by this time next year.